Alright, back again for another tackle talk. Good evening. I've got a bait roundup tonight full of wonderful, beautiful baits that I cannot wait to run this season. Like I said, I've got so much good stuff here, I don't even really know where to begin. But we'll start with Trucker Lures. He was kind enough to send me one before the Wisconsin Muskie Expo. I told him I would do my best to get it in front of a camera. I can't ever promise anyone that their baits will get chewed because I can only throw one at a time. But I can definitely put it in a tackle talk, and these things are cool. I think I got my first introduction to Trucker Lures when I was fishing in Hayward with Trevor Olson, and we trolled a couple of those of his earlier model truckers. So cool that he's back, cool that he's making baits. I know that him and KV are buds. And speaking of KV, as I usually feature his blades because I love them and they're awesome, this one is special to me because it's got one that I painted on it. Not my best work, but my first work. So I think that there is something to be said for that. And I am really excited to chuck it. And looking forward to seeing what the bluegill baby bad egg has in store with my own blade. I don't know. Maybe there's some mojo in there from the round one of painting my own blades, but we'll see. A couple of this one's brothers got sanded down because they didn't quite pass the smell test, but I'm glad that KV put that one on there for me because I think it's appropriate to acknowledge where you started and keep in mind where you want to go. So yeah. Also, speaking of the Wisconsin Muskie Expo, my good friend Rustin Robbins was kind enough to send me a care package before the show so I could put these lures in front of the camera for all of you, even though this probably won't be out before the show begins. I'm very blessed to have a ton of guys that I work with, and they all make really awesome stuff, if you can't tell. So I think where I'll start is he's got two smaller models that he's introducing this year for the Fortune Teller and the 6 Sucker. So these are both 5, I think they're 5 or 5.5 inches. So this is his classic bluegill. Come on, camera, you can do it. Do it. What is going on here? There we go. This is his classic bluegill pattern that I just absolutely love. I really love the bull bluegill. The purples, Rusty does such a good job with the purples and the blues in this. I wish I could replicate some of that paint work myself, but it's hard to convey that amount of detail onto a blade. There are some people who can do it though. I know of a few. Looking at you there, Nick Tusey and Johnny Dadson and Adam Mueller and people who are way better at it than me. So anyway, for a size comparison, I'll try and hold these as close as I possibly can. So you've got the 5.5 inch, and then this is his standard 6 inch Fortune Teller. Both are awesome. Both work great. I am probably going to run this one this weekend. I'm hoping to get out with Barry on Sunday. I'm recording this on Friday night, so I am planning on having both of these in the box. So I'm happy that Rusty got them to me early. So this is the 5.5 inch 6 Sucker. I think this is just his standard yellow perch pattern or hot perch. I'm not sure what he calls this one. He wondered if I needed something more particular, and I was like, Rusty, that thing looks awesome. It looks like a bluegill. It looks like the shad. It looks like, I don't know, perch, whatever. It looks like a bait fish, really. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it doesn't look that much like a shad, but the size profile is similar, and I guess that's what I mean when I say that. Like I said, I'm a hook snob, so I do usually upgrade his hooks. These are really good hooks on these. I just think that they might be a little bit small, but I mean, Rusty runs his own baits into the ground before he ever offers them up, so if he's putting those hooks on there, it's because he knows that they work before he even sends one of those baits out. So don't take my word for gospel on those. another one that Rusty sent me that I'm really excited about too is kind of his new spy bait, swim bait model that he calls the crackhead. We'll see if YouTube demonetizes me for utilizing that verbiage, but that's what Rusty calls it, so that's what it is. So this is his standard crappie pattern. This is the one that Brian absolutely slayed on. You can tell it's the body style of the fortune teller, but there are some subtle changes in there. And then he's got his signature swim bait tail. So the cool thing about this is the swim bait tail can't get bitten off. So, you know, it's back there, it's gonna be swinging, it's gonna be dancing, darting, diving, but a pike can't come up and just grab it and nip it off, which is probably one of the things I'm most excited about with that bait and why I am so excited to use it. Because like, if you fished at all in the Northwoods or around hammer handles, if you fish swim baits with them, they will bite those tails off all the time, and it is very frustrating and annoying to have that happen. Especially if you've got limited baits or a limited budget, it can be really, really annoying. I've had it happen to me in the Northwoods before. So Rusty pretty much solved that, and it's funny because Taylor, Gus, and I were talking about that exact same thing. Not having to worry about that in the future with those baits is going to be a really, really cool addition to kind of his lineup of baits, and just something unique and different. I mean, Rusty does that with all of his stuff, which is just really cool. All right, so the next one that I'm really excited about would be the 8-inch Soul Searcher from Nick Mulpey. So this thing is just banana sauce. I don't even know. It is crazy town on steroids. This pattern is just bananas. I don't even know what to say. It's just so cool. Nick has really outdone himself. I asked him what hooks he put on there. They look darn good, like owners. So yeah, I'm not even gonna switch these out. So yeah, I am really excited to throw this. I grabbed one of the 6-inchers for size comparison. Oh, I gotta get those level, but you can kind of see how much bigger the 8-incher is compared to the 6. And something unique with the 8s that he offers is he has a weighting kit in them now, so you can see that he's got a weighting kit to allow for different variations, so you can get that bait either deeper or shallower depending on the situation. Monty, stop. Cat is losing his mind as we're trying to record this, but that's okay. Anyway, so that is the 8-inch Soul Searcher. Just an absolutely incredible bait. Beautiful paint job. Nick has outdone himself on that. When I asked him about it, he said it's nothing that hasn't been done before, but I've never seen that before, so I guess maybe I'm fairly new to the game. But one last thing before I go, I got a package from Bombcast Fishing in the mail today, so that was pretty timely. So Skip was kind enough to send me some new swag for the coming season. So we got some cool hats, camo, or well, I guess they're both camo, whatever. But we got a white one, standard camo with the Muskie emblem. In the move, somehow I lost my beanie, so he was kind enough to send me a beanie, which is great because if you fished Iowa in the pre-spawn, it's windy, it's cold. I will probably wear my ice bibs as much in the spring like normal as I do ice fishing because of how cold it is on the water sometimes in the springtime, and a nice sun hoodie. So thank you, Skip. That is it's awesome. Hopefully the Minnesota show has been awesome tonight. He's got awesome stuff. I mean, don't be afraid if you just want something with a little subtle musky on there. Don't be afraid to hit up Skip. His stuff is great. I rock it always. Like, his hats are comfortable, and you know, he kind of connected with me through one of the goats, Jay from the Metro Muskies Inc. chapter. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of the rundown of all these baits and things that I'm super excited for. I gotta get some of these baits, like this one and the crackhead, and yeah, I gotta get all those in the box before before Sunday, and I gotta get some line on these that I just received. I'm not gonna open this right now because that's gonna be a different video that I will record here in like 10 minutes. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you like the tackle talks, please leave a comment. Let me know what you like or don't. And with that said, good luck on the water in 25. Thank you for everyone who is watching and tunes into my stuff on the regular. So anyway, tight lines, and I'll see you guys on the water. Peace.